Hey, Sherry. I am good. I hope you are. Sure. Okay. Hello, love. All right, you guys. I hope everybody is having a good day. We'll go ahead and get started with the daily general reading, and then we'll jump right into the reading requests. All right. All right. So here we go with the daily general reading for everybody. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Angeli. Yeah, of course. All right. Let's just see what happens. All right, you guys. Okay, so today is a magical day for taking action. So tapping into that magical vibe and do some spell work today. Do something magical. Really get active and tap into that magical, happy, joyous energy that's available right now, and really just tapping into that place within yourself is a true gift. And when you perform any kind of magic today from that place of, anything's possible and getting magical results and creating that joy and love, today is a good day to make things happen. Definitely get in touch with the goddess energy, because she is here. So that divine feminine aspect is here. She's wanting to lend her energy and really help us see for ourselves the power when we tap into our own magic, how powerful we really can be, especially when we work very closely using the energy, using the feelings, using the magic, and co-creating with the divine. Like, really big and good things can happen. And today is a good day for it. We are being asked to make sure that we are working with the divine. Okay. And yeah, it's like, put that magical working on your to-do list today. It needs to happen. Today is a good day to be doing some work. Okay. And today is also a really good day to banish things and start removing any kind of obstacles or blocks that are in your way that are preventing you from being in flow. Okay. Anything that's keeping you off balance that needs to be eliminated, removed, cleared, banished. Those kinds of magical workings today are going to be huge and very, very effective. And I think the results will come very quickly. I would say very soon. Very, very soon. By the time we get to the new moon, I think you'll start to see changes if you do this kind of work today. But definitely by the next full moon, it's like it'll come to fruition, completion. So make sure you're paying attention, you're tapping into this energy that's available and doing that removing work, doing that banishing work. Sure, Angeli, because it's here and yeah, it's potent. Really, really good day to do some magic, clear out all the mess, and just tap into the good vibes, that good magical vibe. So if you've not got your to-do list today, go ahead and make you a to-do list. And at the top, put these magical workings because it's a good day to just drop all that old baggage, any of the crap in your way. Okay? So I hope you guys take advantage of this. I know I will be. Time to do some magic, and I love it. So fun. Powerful. Yeah. Get some stuff done. All right, you guys. So we're going to start at the top and work our way down. We've got Sherry, Melissa, Kimberly, and Angeli. So let's dive right in. All right, Sherry, here we go. Oh, that's wonderful, Angeli. I'm so happy. Yeah, you tapped into that good energy, that creative energy, and you went with what felt good. And that's the thing that's going to get you the results. So congratulations. Hi, Allie. Wow, Sherry. Okay. All right. Good things here, Sherry. It looks like it's just time to make some decisions. Really get clear about what you want, okay? If you had absolutely nothing to fear or worry about, what would you do? If you had no fears, worries, anxieties, stress, if there was nothing standing in your way, right? Which is what that freedom meditation is all about, tapping into that potential and that energy that there's nothing holding you back, okay? So you're being asked to make some decisions and start taking action towards, what it is that you want. But of course, the first step is getting clear. Getting very clear and making some decisions about what it is you want, okay? Because you've got so much spiritual support behind you right now, so much miracle energy swirling all around you. So it's your time. So make some decisions, okay? No fear, no anxiety. Push those things aside. Go do that freedom meditation again if you need to, so you can tap into that feeling of you're free to do whatever you want, right? So use that energy because it's here, okay? You are fully supported in whatever you want. It's just a matter of deciding what it is that you want, what is going to bring you the most joy, what is going to bring you the most happiness. How can you create that harmony and that peace in your life? And what kind of decisions would you need to make to bring that into reality? Okay. So you're being asked to get clear on that and make those decisions. And once you make that decision and you work with the divine on that, it will happen. Okay. You can have what you want. It's here. It's just a matter of getting very clear and getting rid of the fear. Okay. So what you want, you can have. It's just a matter of getting clear. All right, making the decision and then working with the divine. All right, there's going to be some details that you might have to work out, but that's okay. Listen to your intuition 100%. Trust and listen to your intuition. So, what happens when you finally make some decisions and you get really clear and you really put it down on paper? This is what I want. Okay, and you get very clear on it. Then it's like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to feel. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to have. This is who I want to be. Once you get that out, okay, then your intuition is going to kick into high drive to help you figure out in each one of those areas that you list, what are the details behind making it a possibility. Okay, so you got to trust your intuition. Again, you have nothing to fear. All right, so it's just a matter of tapping into some courage and asking for what you want, working with the divine, okay, asking for assistance, guidance, help, asking the divine for the courage to take the steps that need to be taken in these fine details to create what you want. Again, all intuitively guided, okay? You're not out here flailing around on your own. No. You've got lots of spiritual support. The divine is behind you and your intuition is guiding you, okay? So you've got nothing to fear. Make some decisions, get really clear, okay? And to me, this looks like planning. Okay. I know you know how to plan. So you are planning your life. All right. That's what you're doing. So just like if you're going to make some kind of not to give too much away, but like a lesson plan. Okay. Like I know you know how to plan. Um, you're going to do the same thing and you're going to take that exact same approach because that's what you're good at, right? You have a good talent in that. So you're going to use that same approach, but you're going to apply it to your life. Okay. And all the different areas and aspects of your life. All right. So it's just a matter of taking the time, sitting down with yourself, getting out that notebook and pen, and really start making some very good decisions, clear decisions on what you want. And then using your intuition to tap into the details. And then it's just a matter of taking action and make sure that you know, ground, connect, and center when you're going into this work because it's really going to make it so much easier and it's going to give you that joyful state to work from. Okay. It's going to give you that free place to work from where you don't have the fear and anxiety and the worries. Okay. So when you go into this, I want you to go into it of screw the world. Okay. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what demands are on you, what kind of responsibilities people put on you, money, time, energy, all that. Any outside opinions as far as those things go, you drop them. Okay. They don't matter. You matter. Okay. You matter. So you need to approach it with that. All right. And when you are in that grounded, connected, centered place, that energy's here. Okay. To really help you get a very clear life plan and start making goals and making those decisions. Okay. And then really taking action on them. So lots of good things here. So much good forward movement available to you right now. Lots of divine support and assistance. Pay attention to that intuition. Always, always, always. And no fear. Just tap into that courage energy. Okay. Release any kind of doubt or worry. That stuff that nags you in the back of your mind. Drop it because you don't need it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Hi, Friedley. Hi, you you see you. Your tell me your name again because I know you've been here before. I recognize your picture on YouTube. Zakin, I think is the second name. USUI. Let me know what your name is, okay? So that I can use your name. Oh, right, Mohini. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Sure. 28 subscribers in 5 days, Angeli. That is amazing. Kudos to you. Fabulous. Sure, Friedley. No problem. All right. Yeah, Sherry, get to planning, but plan it, your life, good things. You got this. You got this. All right. Yeah, it's like you can have anything you want. You just got to get clear on it and then be courageous enough to take the actions. But you got so much support around you. Okay. That miracle energy is hovering around you to really bring big, miraculous changes in your life. So tap into it and use it. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised by your own power when you co-create with the divine. All right. Up next, we have Melissa. And I guess I should go ahead and get my list going. And let's see. Angeli. Let's see. Angeli. Haney. Friedley. All right, you guys. Got a good list going so far. Hi, In Search of Balance from YouTube. Yeah, I can certainly add you to the list. Not a problem. Just let me know your name, okay? Hey, Mohini. Is your sister on here? All right. One more shuffle. Okay, Melissa, we're going to go ahead and get started on your reading, okay? Here we go. Okay, Melissa. So there's some stuff going on. You are kind of stuck in this place where you're not able to see all your own blessings that are available to you. Okay, so it's like a glamoring yourself, or maybe you have some kind of influence around you that is making it where like you're stuck in this, you only see negative things and you're not seeing all the real joy and blessings and happiness that are all around you and available to you. Okay, so open up and start looking for this joy and this blessing that is all around you, because they're here. Okay, you just got to open up and see them. All right, so you don't miss them because they're here for you. Okay, so that you got to start making some changes. Okay, and these are the kind of changes that happen within your mind and emotions and spirit. Okay, so if you're not cultivating some kind of spirituality within yourself, okay, so really start to think about, what do you believe? Okay, and tap into and nourish your spiritual side, and also pay very close attention to any kind of adjustments and changes that need to be made in your mindset. Okay, because you need to start being very positive. All right, there's too much negative going on. All right, so you got to really start training your brain to turn off the negative and start seeing the positive. Okay, and it's okay to take time with this. It's a slow adjustment, right? If it's been a habit for you, it might take a little bit of time to adjust, but really start to adjust that mindset and make those small changes in your habits and in your way of thinking, so that you can really see. Yes, good. Bad habits are being broken. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, Angeli. Yeah, we are on YouTube, The Witch Source. Hi, Aretha. Yeah, I'll add you from YouTube. Yeah, Angeli, go subscribe to us on YouTube, The Witch Source, and we'll subscribe back. Yeah, so it's just a matter of breaking those habits. So keep going, all right? Keep going, because it might be a little bit of a process, but that's okay. All right? At the end of the day, it's about being very honest about where you are now, okay? But there's a call to return to you, okay? So it's like there's a baseline you, okay? And the baseline you is joyful, happy, loved, safe, provided for, right? So there's like this you that was really happy at one point in time, okay? And then all this stuff started to pile up and pile up and pile up around you, and you've forgotten who the core of you is. You've lost that joy and that happiness that you used to once have. Okay, so it's about making these adjustments and these shifts in your habits and your mindset, and cultivating more of that spiritual side, so that you can get back to the real you. Okay, because I have a feeling you've picked up a bunch of programming and BS that's not really yours. It's other people's crap, and you have to like pick through and say, you know what, this isn't mine anymore. I'm not going to carry it. This isn't my concern anymore. I'm not going to carry it. Okay, so it's just a matter of picking through and getting back to the real you. All right. And there's also a message here to really zoom in on focus on, what do you want? What are your dreams? What are your goals? Okay. What is your ultimate dream? Okay. If you could wake up tomorrow and have your life exactly the way you wanted it, what would that look like? What would you be doing? Okay. Where would you be? Right? So it's your dreams. They want you to start focusing, Spirit wants you to really start focusing more on your dreams. Okay? And it's hard to believe that your dreams can be a reality when you're stuck over here and you can't see your own blessings. So yeah, dropping those bad habits, opening up, and returning to who you really are frees the space for your dreams to become reality. Okay? And you need to focus and keep your attention and your mind set on what your ultimate goal is, what your ultimate dream is, okay? So that when all this like chaotic stuff that goes on around you happens, you can actually float above it, because you're not going to get entangled in the drama and the chaos, okay, you're going to rise above it, and you're actually going to ride way above it. Okay, the stuff's not going to really bother you anymore. You're just going to know it's part of the process to creating what you really want. All right, it's about getting back to that drive. All right, the drive and that passion that people have, to where they set their sights on this goal, and they do not let anything stand in their way. Okay, it's almost like that type of attitude. You're going to have this dream. Okay, make you a dream board, a vision board. Okay, but you set your focus on it and you let nothing stand in your way. And when you do that, you ride above the chaos, you ride above the drama, because you don't have time to invest in it anymore. Okay, then it's just about gaining knowledge. Okay, gaining information about what it is your ultimate dream is. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love that name, Angeli. So, yeah, once you get that drive and that focus, it's about gathering information. All right. What do you got to do to make it happen? Okay. And then you're going to have to make some tough decisions, because you're going to have to let some things go. All right. To make it happen. But again, you're going to be in charge of this. All right. So typically when this card comes up, this is like that tower energy, if you're familiar with the tarot at all. So it's kind of like everything breaking apart and falling away so that something new can be created. All right. And typically this happens, mostly it happens in a way that people don't like they don't want it to happen. Like nobody wants to feel like their lives are falling apart and they have to rebuild. But in your particular situation, it won't be like that. Okay. When you get your mind straight and you focus in on this dream and you start working towards it, you're going to be directing the big changes. Okay. So this could look like moves. This could look like changing jobs. This could be look like cutting out relationships that you don't need to be involved with, friendships that, they're stuck and they're not going anywhere. And you now recognize and see that they are always going to be stuck in their excuses and they're never going to be anything or accomplish anything. And you want to move away from those people. Okay. So when you start focusing in on what you want and you start going for it, you are going to be the one making these big changes in your life. Okay. So on the outside, people might be like, oh my gosh, this chick is totally freaking crazy cakes. She's lost her mind. She just quit this job and she just up and moved. And, these are just examples, but, and people might think you're crazy. Don't care. All right. Don't invest in their judgments and their opinions, because they don't matter. That's just their drama, because they don't have the courage to do it themselves. Okay. But this is, you are directing all of this. Okay. Because you got big things coming. There's big things within you and inside of you that want to come through. So it's time to start shifting your focus out of the daily grind and out of the daily BS, and set your sights on something higher and better, and then really start going for it. Okay. All right, Melissa. So you just get ready. Get ready. Start here, open up, start looking for the miracles and the blessings, slowly start changing these habits and these behaviors. Okay. And then really tap into the you that used to be very joyful and happy. And then make a goal and go for it, because you got it. Okay. You can make it happen. You just got to get rid of the BS. Don't have time for it. Don't invest. You're very welcome. You're very, very, very welcome. Good things happening for you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what you're going after, what you're going to make or do. All right. Up next, we have Kimberly, Angeli, Mohini, Freely, and Aretha. All right. I'm going to do my best to get through this list today. All right. All right, Kimberly, here we go. Uh-oh, what's going on? Where's this card coming from? Where's your head? Oh, okay. Somebody else is causing you to be a little upset. What is going on? It's crazy. Okay. Whoever this is that's driving you a little crazy and making you sad, you just got to rise above it. So keep your focus on your joy, your happiness, your harmony, your balance, okay? Because it's a cycle. And I think you'll see that with this particular person, if you really stop and look back at this person, it's a cycle for them. And they have managed to suck you into their cycle. All right. So you want to break free from their cycle, but first becoming fully aware of whatever cycle they're stuck in will help you break free from it. Okay. And then it's really about taking care of yourself. A lot of self-love and care. Okay. But yeah, you've got to break out of the cycle. And if you feel powerful enough, which I know you are, you can help them break this cycle as well on a magical, energetic level. Okay. Now, I know I often say we can't fix people, right? And that's completely true. They have to want it. But sometimes people are stuck in certain things that they just cannot get out of on their own. Okay? I'm totally I'm not totally sure if this is we need to have a conversation. Okay? Because I'm not totally sure if this has anything to do with what kind of question you're asking. But I feel like magically this person is stuck and magically they need help getting lifted up and out of it. Okay. And I think you know what I'm talking about. If not, we can have a convo about it. But you've got to first get yourself out of this cycle, recognize it and break free and take care of you. And then once you have broken out of it, then you can help this other person break out of it and end this cycle. Okay. So it's being open and receptive to these new thoughts and ideas. So if you've not thought about maybe this person is magically stuck, magically afflicted, and magically needs some healing and guidance, okay, maybe start opening up and be receptive to that as a possibility. And then, open up to ways that maybe you can help them. Let that come in. Open up to let the guidance come through on that. Okay. And then it's just a matter of getting very grounded and then doing the work and taking the action. Okay. Because you already know you're spiritually wrapped up in protection 24/7. Okay. This is a known. This is a given. Okay. So never forget that. But you are already completely spiritually protected. You're good. This person is not. So it might be that you need to help them in order to break the cycles. Okay. So get grounded, really open up to that as a possibility and think on it, and then take action towards it. Okay. So hopefully, Kimberly, that is helpful. But we can totally have a convo. And if we need to, I know you can totally do the magical workings and stuff yourself because I know you're powerful and you're strong. But if you want to, troubleshoot the magical piece or even, work together, just let me know. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I think maybe that's just a missing piece of the puzzle that maybe you hadn't thought about before, possibly, potentially. I'd love to chat about it because now I'm intrigued and I'm interested. You know me, let's work some magic. Right? What's the point of being a witch if you're not going to constantly take everything to your magic? Right? Like, oh, this bill just landed on my table. Let me figure out how to magically bewitch this and take care of it. I think that's my new thing. This is going to be like my constant answer for everything. Oh, we just do some magic. Exactly. And it's funny because it's such an easy trap to fall back into the mundane and forget that we are magical. Gosh, it happens all the time. But it's like I've said it before. I was listening to a witchy podcast one day, and this is like years ago. And it was a witch, and he was complaining to a friend about being in this debt. And the friend was like, I thought you were a witch. And he was like, holy crap. Like, he had this huge awakening of, I should never have to complain about anything. I am a witch. Like, I can go fix this mess. I know better, right? But we all fall into that mundane trap of thinking that, like, we're normal and this is just crap we have to deal with. Screw that. Throw that crap out the window, man. Yes, we are all magical. Like, take it to your magic. Hell yeah. It's the best way to live. Best way to live. All right, you guys. That was fun. Up next, we have Angelique. Here we go, Angelique. All right, Angelique, here we go. Oh, I have not listened to Neville Goddard. I'll have to look him up, assuming it's a he. We all know what happens when you assume. All right, Angelique, here we go. Wow. All right. Okay, Angelique. So you are working on bringing in exactly what it is that you want. So keep going. Keep going, okay? You can keep manifesting exactly what it is that you want, all right? Stay focused on that good vibe, that energy, just like we talked about, like tapping into the energy of it and flowing with that emotion and that motivation and that drive and that passion that's going to bring you the most peace and joy and harmony, because that's going to be the thing that brings in the manifesting, okay? That's going to be the thing that makes it happen. So keep going. There is the God energies here showing up. So make sure that you're also, tapping into that divine source energy. Okay, that divine masculine source energy to help shine the light and show you the way forward. Okay, so you riding this energy wave of the feel goods is going to help you manifest. But at some point, you're going to need to gather more information. So make sure you're working with the divine and asking the divine to show you the way, to illuminate your path forward. All right. So keep going, but just keep asking for steps. All right. Where we get into trouble is when we think, oh, I've got this, and we just go for it and we leave the divine out. That's where we mess up. So it's just a call and a reminder here to keep the divine very present in what you're creating. Okay. Now, you need to keep your mindset very high. All right. Because there's some healing work that needs to be done. Okay. So a lot of times the blocks that are in our way are things that we have not healed. Okay. So you need to really start focusing in on your mindset. Where's your mind? Okay. And see if there's anything that needs healing. Okay. So when things come up in our mind from the past, or, excuse me, when we start letting our minds go into fear or worry or doubt, all of that is triggers to say that there's things that need to be healed. So just make sure you're paying attention so that you can start shifting those things as they come up. Definitely keep holding on to that hope energy. Okay, never let go of hope. Never, ever, ever let go of hope. Okay, but there's lots of healing energy available. Okay, and as you heal and you shift your perception, then you let things go and you let go of any kind of doubt or it's all about your mindset. Make sure your mindset's really on board with what you're creating. Okay, really keep your mindset very high. Okay, and working with the divine, because there's a caution here that there's some depression, okay, that's going to kind of sneak up on you if you're not careful. Okay, so there's some depression that you maybe need to go ahead and start looking at and weeding out and healing so that this forward momentum can keep going. All right. And work with the divine on that. Okay. So I know when we start new exciting things, we go, 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 go. And that often can lead to burnout. Okay. So we don't want the burnout. Okay. We don't want the dip. All right. So it's a lot of working with the divine, and make sure you're still doing your inner work and your inner healing as you're going through this new creation. Okay. Well, Kimberly Cole, if you are familiar, why have you not filled me in? Ah. Oh, yeah, Mohini, no worries. I am Whitney. Yeah, Mohini, you can definitely ask a specific question. This is the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. Okay, that's the deck that I use. I've had it many, many, many years. I got it several years ago at Barnes and Nobles. I know now they're making like miniature cards. They're like the size of a regular deck of cards. So they're smaller. So watch out for that if you go to purchase. And those cards, from what I'm hearing, do not come with a book. Okay, so just be very aware of what you're buying. This is the full-size deck, and it comes with a big full-size book. Okay, so you want to just make sure if you're looking. It's just an old deck. And honestly, I don't know how many they printed. Hey, Aretha. I don't do readings on other people. So if you want a love life reading for yourself, that's fine. But I'm not going to tap into Marco's energy and tell you about him, because I feel like that's an invasion of privacy, and I won't do that. I do apologize, but that's just a line I don't like to cross. Oh, you have a normal rider deck. You know, I am not that great with the tarot. It's just never called to me. I tried it. I play with it. I have a couple different decks, but they just never called to me. Okay, now where were we? Oh, now I'm stuck on my channel, but my sister is trying to distract me. Okay. Yeah, no, you got to keep your mind right. Okay, so don't get pulled. Don't let her influence you. Now, if she's got great suggestions, Angeli, maybe stay open to the suggestions, but don't get into this. And now she is trying to trap me in her business. No, 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 no. Okay, that's going to be the thing that's going to cause you all this depression. Okay, so you've got to get your mindset right. All right, you got to work with the divine to help heal all of that. All right, and to start shifting the perceptions. Okay. Oh, he's about being your own creator. Joseph Murphy is also awesome. Oh, okay. Wow. Apparently, we have lots of things to talk about. Yeah, Angeli, you're really gonna have to. Yeah, I can do a career reading, Aretha. That's not a problem. Um, I hope she will make distance from me. Okay, well, Angeli, if that's what you want, is that distance, then ask the divine for the help with that. But it might not be necessarily the distance that you need as much as maybe a healing and a shift in perception. Maybe you need to heal whatever the relationship is with your sister, so that you guys can have a better open conversation without any shame or guilting, um, or pushiness. Okay, so that you can have a better healed relationship with your sister and really start to shift things. So maybe sit with that and pray on it and see how that goes. Okay, well, if you need the space from her, allow yourself and give yourself permission to make that happen and be okay with it. Yeah, you've got good things going on. Okay, it's just a matter of working with the divine. So if you feel like she's interfering, you need to talk to the divine about it and ask for divine assistance, okay, and guidance and intervention, and see what happens. Okay, but really, there's a healing, there's an opportunity for healing here. So if you heal the stuff that's going on with your sister within yourself, and I feel like this is probably going to go, this is not like a brand new thing. I feel like this goes a lot deeper, okay, into some past stuff with your sister that needs to be healed and shifted. So that's where the attention really needs to be focused. But if that's, not something you can do while still interacting with her, that's fine. Separate yourself, create that distance and space, but don't forget to do the healing work there. Okay? Otherwise, it's just going to keep coming up. All right? And that's where you're going to start to feel guilty. All right? And then the depression comes in. Okay? So make sure that you're healing it. Don't just shove it to the side and keep moving. Okay? If it's negative people that you just don't want to deal with, then yeah, I'm all for kick them to the curb and keep moving, because they're either going to rise up to your level and get on board, or they're going to get left behind. And that's, for them to figure out, not for you to figure out. But in a situation where you have a family member and a sister that you're potentially still going to be interacting with, okay, listen, you Babalowo or whatever your name is, you constantly make new Facebook profiles and keep coming on here, and nobody is falling for your mess, okay? Because we highly encourage to ignore spammers, okay? And you are being a spammer right now, and nobody wants your readings because people don't like being solicited like that. So please stop. All right? So, yeah. Sorry, you guys. Just ignore these spammy people. They get so aggravating. Anytime you see this Babalowo or whatever the name is here, because you guys know I'm not great with pronunciations, because they just keep coming back. Please ignore them. Okay. All right. I feel like that person's about to land themselves in a freezer. That's all I'm saying. Keep on. Okay, Angelique, to do the healing, you got to find out what's the root. So you just got to keep going back and back and back. You can get an example of how to do that if you listen to the podcast episode I just released called Witchy Talk. Okay, I kind of give an example of diving deep into some healing work. Okay. Because you got to figure out, where is this coming from? Okay. Is this something she always does? Does she always try to rope you into her stuff? Is this a cycle that she does? Has she always roped you into her ideas and you've regretted it? Okay. Is there a cord that needs to be cut? Is there a cycle that needs to be broken? Does she have like this mothering thing going on with you? Or are you like her rescuer? Okay. Like, she creates all these things and then you have to go rescue her from it. All right. You got to figure out what the pattern and the cycles are so that you can kind of break them. Okay. That's how that works. And you got to dig really deep. Like, when did this start? How old were you when this pattern and this cycle started? All right. So it's about healing and creating that separation, but in a healthy way. But yeah, as far as the healing work, my dear, that's a lot more than I can explain right here, right now. You can do it, Angelique. Or if you want to get a private session with me, we can dig into the healing work. Okay. And we can go energetically untangle these things. All right. And really dive into it. But that's more of a one-on-one thing. Okay. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go do the private reading on thewitchsource.com, private reading with Whitney, and then we can schedule it. It's been 15 years. Yeah, so there's probably some stuff that needs to be worked out. Okay, so if you want to do that one-on-one together, we can do that, but it's a lot for me to try to, we can't do it here. This isn't the platform for it. Okay, that's a private energy. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Okay. All right, my dear. So you just got to work on some of that healing, but make sure you're ultimately working with the divine. Okay. And stay in that drive and that passion that you're creating with your YouTube channel. Stay focused on that. Stay hooked into that energy, because it's going to be the energy that serves you the most. Okay. Perfect, Angela. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I love working with people one-on-one. All right. Speaking of, some of my people I haven't seen live in a while. I need to go check in with them. see what's going on. Get some follow-up. All right. Next up, we have Mohini. Mohini, you had asked about asking a specific question, but I don't think you ever told me what your question was. So Mohini, let me know what your question is. Friedley, did you have a specific question? Because you're up next after Mohini, so let me know. So Friedley, you're coming up. And then we've got Aretha. And Aretha, you wanted career, right? Oh, here we go. Good. Thank you, Mohini. Oh, yeah, I will, Anjali. Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate all the follows on Facebook and Instagram and subscribes on YouTube. It really helps us out a lot. We appreciate it. Oh, I love you too, Anjali. Yeah, I would love to work with you. And yeah, we'll trade subscribes. Okay, what am I manifesting from? Is it canon? I mean, what we focus on, we manifest. Okay, Mohini. Is this a person or is this a concept, an idea, a business? I mean, it is true. What you focus on, you manifest. So I guess the question would be, as far as you and Canon are concerned, what are you focusing on? That's what you're going to manifest. Oh, he's a person. Okay. All right. So are you kind of wanting to know like what your love life is there? Is that the question? Is it a love life or is it like a career thing? Why don't we just jump in and do the reading and we'll see what happens. Because that's kind of how the fairies work. They're just going to tell you what the most important thing you need to know is anyway. You can always ask questions, but, and sometimes they'll answer. And then sometimes they'll be like, yeah, you're wasting your time on that. Let's just move on to the next important thing. Okay. All right. Sure. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, all right. That's kind of promising. Okay. Okay. So it looks like to me there's some changes that need to be made. There's some transformation that needs to happen. But ultimately, the love card is here. Okay. And it's like I always tell people, finding your soulmate doesn't mean they come in and make your life grand. Okay. They don't come in and rescue you and your life isn't all magically better. Oh, no, no, no. They bring a whole new world of challenges and growth that needs to happen. They force you to be the best you. And in return, you kind of do the same for them. Okay. So it's dual-sided there. Okay. So there's love and then there's growth. And there's challenges as well. But there's definitely the hope card is here, Mohini, okay? My life is about my manifestations. That's good. So this is what you've got going on, okay? Hope. All right. So I feel like you don't need to, if you're having thoughts of leaving or I'm done with this or anything like that, the hope card is here. So I think it's saying to you, hold out on hope. Okay, have hope. Always have to fight. Okay, so the fact that you're always fighting says that there's things that need to be healed. All right, there's things that need to be transformed and adjusted. You never give up. Okay, good. So don't give up because the hope card is here, okay? And the magic card is here. And this is natural magic, okay? This isn't necessarily magic that we direct, okay, or magic that we make. This doesn't refer to the magic that's within us. It refers to the magic that's all around us, okay? So there's a lot of magic around you too. All right. Now, it might not seem that way. It might not feel that way, but there is. Okay. You just have to learn to make the adjustments that are needed to see it and to feel it. So start shifting your focus to that of magic. We have a magical relationship. All right. Make that your mantra, make that your affirmation. We have a magical relationship. Right? So start shifting the focus because there's a big transformation that needs to happen to open you up to all the love and the joy and the support that's available to you here because the love is here. Okay. And not only love, but best friend, support, biggest fan, your biggest supporter. All right. Your number one cheerleader. There's a huge potential here for a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of trust, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. Okay, the potential is here. Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. The love is here. Love is here. Okay, it's just a matter of transforming. Okay, and to me, the biggest transformations come when we have those aha moments where we can shift our perception. Okay, um, and then there's also a call here to take better care of yourself. All right. Really make sure that you're focusing on yourself. Put the attention on yourself. And your energy needs to be a lot more balanced. Okay. So if you find yourself spending a lot of time and energy on his needs and his wants and trying to support him, and that's not reciprocated, you need to pull in and focus more on yourself and making that energy more balanced, where you're giving just as much time and energy and love and support to yourself as you are to the other person. Okay. So that it can be much more balanced. All right. And then once you create that balance, then you can really start seeing where adjustments need to be made on a grander scale. And that will start moving you out of this kind of unsure, dark, unhappy place and more into a place of love and light. Okay. So I would love to work with you more one-on-one and talk to you and get some questions and examples and really show you how you can make shifts and changes. But I'll just give you an example from my own personal experience with my soulmate. So we used to fight a lot. We don't really anymore, but we used to fight a lot. And he would always say, "You're being defensive. You're being defensive." Well, all that would do is just piss me off more, right? Like then I'm uber defensive because you're calling me out, right? But when I started saying yes to that, stopping, not engaging in the fight, not engaging in the argument, hitting pause. Okay, he just told me I'm defensive and saying yes to it and really sitting with it. Okay, am I being defensive right now? Yeah, I am being defensive right now. Why am I being defensive? Well, because I'm being triggered. Okay, where's this trigger coming from? It's coming from, there's a number of possibilities. Okay, it could be something that happened with an ex. It could be something that happened in your childhood. It could be something that happened where you were bullied as a child. Like there's so many possibilities of things that can trigger us, and again, your soulmate's going to reflect back to you those things that need to be healed. Okay. So when you start looking at all of your arguments and taking, it's not so much of blame and shame. And it's not about saying, this is all my fault. This is all my fault. Okay. It's not about that. It's about, okay, is there a truth here that I can take responsibility for and then transform and shift the way I see, feel, and think about this? Okay. So that, you can really start to heal things. Hi, Tyrone. Thank you for joining. I'm probably going to be out of time for today, but you are more than welcome to come back tomorrow. Okay, I'll be on at 12:30 tomorrow. Just hop on then, Tyrone, and I would love to do a reading for you. Okay, I'm just going to run out of time today is all. No, don't you be fine with your hands. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's the wounds that need to be healed. Right, but if you don't heal the wounds, you're going to repeat the patterns and the cycles and the processes, right? Because what you resist persists. So if you keep telling yourself, I'm not going to be like that, I'm not going to be like that, I'm not going to be like that, you're going to be like that. It's just going to happen, and you're going to catch yourself in the middle of it, and then you're going to beat yourself up, and you're going to get really mad at yourself because you haven't healed it. You're trying to push it away, okay? So when you try to push it away, it's just going to keep pushing back at you harder and harder and harder. Okay. But when you heal it, it goes and it's gone. It's just gone. It fizzles and it's gone. It's away. You don't have to try to fight it or resist it because it's just not there anymore. So it's all about the healing. Yeah. I would look at, like, what are your guys' things that you fight about? Where are the triggers coming from? And really start doing the healing work for yourself. Yeah. You're welcome, Tyrone. I really hope you come back. So really try to, dive in and do the healing work, because it's going to make a huge difference in your love life. It really is. It really is. All right. Well, hopefully that's helpful to you. I think the love is here. I think there's so much good coming your way. You just want to start doing your healing work and healing those triggers. Hi, Mary Johnson. Thank you for joining. I'm actually going to be out of time today. So if you want to come back tomorrow at 12:30, I'd be more than happy to do a reading for you. Oh, thank you, Mohini. I appreciate that. Yeah, and don't forget, you guys, if you can leave us a review recommendation on the Facebook page and on Google, we'd really appreciate it if you enjoyed your reading. You're very welcome, Mohini. You're very welcome. Okay. All right, you guys, I have hit an hour, so I'm so sorry I'm not going to be able to get through everybody today. So Friedley, please come back tomorrow. Aretha, please come back tomorrow. And also Mary and Tyrone, I would be more than happy to do readings tomorrow. You guys hop on bright and early, because I start a new list every day. So it's first come, first serve. Okay. So come on. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12:30. I hope you'll join me then, and I'll be more than happy to get you in. Okay. Just hop in bright and early and say, I want a reading. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope that you all have a magical day. Don't forget, if you missed it, go back and check out the daily general reading for today, okay? Because there's a lot of magic available for you to tap into. All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Much love.